Hello and welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith. This is part 8 of Just Another Night, the mini campaign from the Gloomhaven second print Kickstarter, currently live, and you'll find the description below of the link. We are very close to the very end of this scenario, so let's get right into it and kill these guys off and end this bar fight once and for all. So the Tinker is sitting here after the short rest, or I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I went ahead and I actually decided to short rest, behind the scenes. And the reason for that was because at the time the Tinker actually didn't have any cards left in his hand, so it made no sense for him to sit there and long rest for an entire turn. So I went ahead and short rested, and we went ahead and we pulled the enhancement field. So that particular card actually was the one to get discarded, so we put that in the lost pile, and then we gained 4 cards back. So now we're essentially sitting here. We got 2 enemies left. One of them is full health in the back, the archer, and then this bandit's close to death. So we're going to focus both of our heroes on this guy here to kill him, so that way we have a chance to go after this guy, and in the end we get 6 total kills. That's kind of what we're gunning for. We'll see how it pans out. Tinker is sitting here, so we're going to want to get close to the enemy, maybe even do some healing because the Tinker is a little light on health. So obviously going first in the round is good. I like this one because it says move 2, heal 1. So we'll use this one, and it'll also let us go early in the round. And then on top of that, that'll get us close. Then we just need something that can actually do some attacking. So what I'm going to probably do is I'll end up using the proximity mine maybe for an attack too. We're going to keep the decoy and the other one for later because I like the healing and stuff. So those 2 are there. Then we're going to come over to the Cragheart. We're going to need the Cragheart. If his plan is to get here, we need the Cragheart to do a shot from range or do something. One thing I also want to do with the Cragheart, because I'm really a horrible person, is I want to loot, because he's at a perfect location to pick up multiple coins laying around him. So we'll try to get all the loot we can. And then in terms of a ranged attack, we need something with some good distance to be able to shoot. So this one looks like the longest ranged one, and probably the one we likely need. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need 4 or more, and this is the only one I have, but that is that high. So this gives us a 35, which is not exactly the highest, so we kind of have to hope that we come early enough in the round that we don't get in trouble here. So 35, 17, and now we're going to pull for our 2 enemies. We got a 15. Ooh, that's kind of early. And then we're going to go 56 for the archer. Okay, so that's good. The archer's not going to go till later, so that's a good thing, because if the archer had gone early, he probably would have shot. He would have shot this character, which would have been bad. So the guard's going to go first. The guard's going to shield up, of course, because he's trying to make life difficult. And then he's going to attack and poison. Now, he's actually, luckily, in the perfect position, because he doesn't have the move keyword, and he doesn't have range, so he's not going to do anything on the attack. He's just going to shield up. That's it. And he doesn't poison or attack anybody because he's not within range. And if you don't have the move keyword, you don't get to move around. He stays put. So that's a great card to pull. And that's essentially it. We just have to remember he has an extra shield. So I'm going to put this one up here just to kind of remind us that there's 2 shields to take into account from this point on in the round. Now we go down to the next initiative order, and that would be the Mine Thief. So the Mine Thief here, we've got 2 cards. And we're going to go ahead with our original plan. So we're going to move 2 and heal 1. So we're going to get our Mine Thief to land on this coin. We'll just gobble it up now because we're greedy. Then we're going to go ahead and heal 1. So we're going to bump him up to 5. That's not bad. And then we are going to take that card and we discard it because we used it as a regular card. And we're going to use this for a regular 2 attack, not for the regular proximity mine ability, but for the 2 attack. And then we got to pull a modifier. This guy's got a shield, so the attack 2 that we're doing essentially doesn't do anything to him unless we get something from here. We got a 1, so we do 1 damage, which is kind of pathetic and not exactly enough to do what we really wanted to there, but it's better than nothing. So this is really bad, actually. His shields are being a serious pain. So that's essentially that. And then this one, of course, gets discarded as well. And that's the Tinker's turn done. We come over to the Cragheart's turn. And we know the Cragheart's turn was to loot because he's greedy. He's going to pick up all the coins around him, which is not bad. So now he's got 4 coins over here because he's a greedy individual. The one thing that's really cool with the Cragheart is when he does a ranged attack, it says on your next 4 ranged attack actions gain a target. So we're going to move this over here, and it's going to plus up or give him an extra experience, and he's going to be able to target both of these enemies with this particular. So this card was discarded for his loot, by the way, goes into the discard pile. But he's going to be able to actually hit both characters. So what we'll do is we'll do this guy first and just see how this works out. So it's a 2. Again, we know it's a wash based on the shield, but maybe we'll get something here. Okay, we got a 0, so that's nothing, which is too bad. So essentially the attack was gobbled up. He is not immobilized though, and we didn't have a leaf up there on the elemental track, so that never came into play. So that particular card is also gone. So this card's going to go away, but again, we didn't use it for a loss. It really goes into the discard pile. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh no, sorry. We have a second target for that one. So the second target's going to be this guy. So we're going to go ahead and hit him. We know we can get past him because he has no shield. +1. So that puts 3 damage on the archer, which isn't terrible. Does a little bit to him. And then this thing is going to go away and go into the discard pile. That's it. So now we're going to move over to, we already did the guard. We did both of our heroes. We're moving to the archer. The archer is going to take a shot at his nearest foe, and that is going to be the guard, sadly. So he shoots with a 4, which is really, really high. So we're going to end up going ahead and doing that. -2. He also does a target of 2, so he's going to pick 2 people. So the first person that went in the round, from what I remember, based on the cards we used, was the Tinkerer, I think. Yes. So the Tinkerer is going to be the second target. He's going to attack. He's going to go after both of these guys, which is really inconvenient because the Tinkerer doesn't have that much health. And so he'll go after the Bandit Guard first, we'll say. And it's going to be -1 in his attack of 4. So it's going in with a 3, and we'll see what happens. -1. So that's enough, essentially. So this guy is dead. We weren't able to kill him off. So that guy is gone now, and a coin lands there. So the next archer pinned him to the wall. And this is... Oh, wait, let me think about that. We pulled a -1. There was a -1 on his attack. Wait. He's not dead. He is not... I don't think he's dead. Hold the phone here. Okay, so he was here, right? I think. Yeah. Yes, I think. Okay, so he had 7... No, he had 8 damage on him that I had done. This guy just did a shot. His shots are 4. It was -1, so that's 3. And then 2 shields. Why does that seem wrong? I'm trying to think what I messed up there. He was at 8 damage. He needs 2 to die. He needs 4 to die. So did this guy not kill him? He did 4 attack. -1 is 3. Minus the modifier is 2. Soaked up by the 2 shield. He did nothing. That's amazing. So the Bandit Guard actually shielded himself from death, which actually helps us. Holy. Okay, so he's not dead. My apologies. He's still alive. Totally soaked up the damage through his shield and the modification there. So that's awesome. So that doesn't happen. But then he does attack this guy, and he's attacking with a 4, -1. So it's a 3. And then we got to do the modification of -1. So it's just 2. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just take... I don't really want to do this, but we'll take 2 damage, which is okay, I think. Yes, we'll take 2 damage. We do have a stun and we do have a heal. I like those in combination for the next round. And then that's resolved for the archer, and that's essentially it. That's everybody played through. So we'll take a look here, and we'll notice that these cards are... we have the shuffle symbol here. We didn't get the shuffle symbol on anybody else. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick shuffle. These cards magically have not had a shuffle card like the entire time, which is insane. So we're going to go ahead and split these up. I'm just doing like the worst shuffling job in the history of the world. And we're going to go and run through the next round as fast as we can, because I think we're really close to the end here. I don't even know if this is the last round, but it's definitely getting there. Okay, so we wane things down. This is now down to 0. We can short rest if we want to. I'm going to wait because I do have the ability to suck up damage and also play 2 cards, so I'll be okay. I have tons of HP. He, on the other hand, if I play 2 cards and I get hit, he could die. So the Tinkerer could die. So what might make sense right now is to short rest just to get 1 card back into his hand so he can play 1 more round. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be a little weird, but I will flip this token, and if it lands on the 1, I'll take the 1 on the left. Okay, so it's this one. So this is the one that goes away. So the lost one's gone, and this is the one that comes back as the random card. I don't know if I'm happy with that or not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna, ugh, yikes, this is sketch. No, I don't have a choice. If I choose to switch it or pick a different one, then I lose a health, and I really don't want to do that. Okay, so, all right, so that's that. He's short rested. This guy's not going to short rest, so everybody's ready now. And we've already shuffled all the decks. We're going to go ahead and pick our cards. We know we want to use a stun for sure to at least stop one of them from moving. And then it wouldn't be a bad idea to, if we attack, we can probably go after the bandit guard again and hope to get another hit on him. It would stun him, and then we could go ahead and could have the then we could probably do the heal too, just to keep ourselves alive a little longer. So yeah, so those are the 2 I'll use for the Tinkerer. I'll come over here for the Cragheart. We're going to go ahead and go, we need to do some serious damage here. We also need some movement. We need to make sure we can get close. So 1, 2, 3. If we can get like right in here, that'd be fine. So that would be the Dirt Tornado could be good. It would muddle everybody and make all their attacks really pathetic. We can destroy an obstacle or attack for 2 with this. I think that's kind of what we want to do, is just keep pounding away at the bandit guard in order to kill him. So I'm going to go ahead and say, although we could range shoot. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could range him with disadvantage, which isn't ideal. So I'll take, but we want to go early on, so we'll take this one, and I'll take the Cragheart. I'll take the Cragheart, and I will take the Massive Boulder, I think. Okay, so we're going to go at 41 and 87. This is kind of a crapshoot. I don't even know what's going to happen here. So 41, 20, and then we've got 50, and we've got 29. So we are going, so the Archer's going to go after us, but the Tinkerer gets to go first. So being that the Archer is going to go first, he's going to likely go after the bandit. We can't have that happen. We need to stun him. So we need to use our stun actually instead of on the guard. We need to use it on this guy. So we're going to stun him. We're going to do an attack. So the Tinkerer is going to do that to stun him. He's going to hit or shoot. It's a 0, but 1 comes across against the Archer, and that was just a change of tactics based on the fact that of where the initiative lied. So now this guy's stunned and he won't do anything on his turn. He's essentially useless. This card is going to get discarded, and then we're going to use the heal 2 to bump up the Tinkerer to 5 to make sure that they can last a little longer. This card's also discarded, and then that's it. Next up would be the Archer. The Archer is stunned. So as the stun says, it can't perform any abilities on its turn except a long rest, which doesn't matter. And then it says stun token is removed at the end of its next turn. And players, so blah, blah, blah. So essentially this is the end of its next turn. So essentially the stun goes away, but he does nothing for his turn, which is great because he didn't attack and kill the bandit guard we wanted to kill. So now we're going to come in here, now that he's not doing anything, and we're going to get really aggressive. We know the bandit guard has 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. We need 3 in order to kill him. So we're going to probably move into within attacking distance, but we want to be able to do a range shot on him to get the highest damage output. So we'll use this one down here for a move 2, which will get him here. Then we're going to range attack this guy, and we're also going to do the add target to attack situation again. So another XP for the Cragheart. He's going to be able to attack both of them with this range 3, which is really cool. This one was burned for a regular move too, so it goes in discard. This attack 3, we're going to go after the Bandit Guard first and see what we get. A 0. 1 shield takes away, so 2 damage comes through, and that's enough. That is enough. Yeah, that's enough. Perfect. Or wait, wasn't enough. Yeah, 3 minus the 1 is 2, which is perfect. So that is the 10 damage we needed to kill off the Bandit Guard. Sweet. Good job. So we got that done. Then that's 1 extra guy down. Another coin drops here for the Cragheart's good work. And then we get another attack because of our backup ammunition that we already got the XP for against this guy. So we're going to go ahead and flip -1 off the 3. So that's 2 damage hitting the NX Archer. So he's down to 5 health. And then this card is going to also get discarded. And that's the end of his turn. So now we're going to move on to the last character in the pile, and that's going to be the guard. So the guard is dead. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? That essentially ends the round. So the guards are now removed from the game as well. Their card is gone. The only one left is our NX Archer. We have to shuffle this deck in between. I'm going to take a look at all the other cards in between and shuffle as needed. The elemental track didn't change. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to short rest with the Tinkerer. So he's got 2 cards, and you're allowed, as long as you have 2 cards, you're allowed to short rest. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do the flipping of the coin idea because I think that's the only fair way to do it. So if it lands on 1, we're going to take the top card and throw it in the lost pile. Okay, the bottom card's going in the lost pile. So this is going to come back. So we got 2 cards in his hand to play for the next turn. And then we are going to do the exact same thing for the Cragheart. So we got a whole bunch of cards here. I don't really know which one I played first. So, oops, kind of making a mess here. That was like that. So we'll go ahead and let's take this one. Gone. So this one is lost, and then these cards come back into his hand. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. We actually might, especially for the Cragheart, he's got the most options here. We might be able to end this on a really, really good note. So there's your cards back in the hand. That's the end of this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We're right down to the wire. It looks like we're going to actually complete the amount of enemies we need to for the scenario. We got 4 from the Cragheart. We've got 1 from the Tinker. Cragheart is pulling his weight. Tinker is not doing enough. And we've got 1 NX Archer sitting in the middle of the ring, and currently has 5 health in him, or damage I should say, with 11 total health. I think we'll be able to take him out. I will reshuffle the deck, I will clean up the board, and we'll be ready to go in the next video. So until next time, guys, keep rolling solo.